Good morning, my friends. It is Saturday, September 16th, and you're looking at my Keyhole Garden seeded for the fall 2016 season. I seeded the garden last Sunday, and I haven't gotten around to doing a video, but today's the day. Anyway, I'm going to give you a quick tour of how I seeded this garden, and I'll go clockwise, showing you how I divide the garden. I basically do like wedges from the center out, counting the stones, and then I just plant different seeds in each of the wedges. I'm mostly planting leafy greens for winter, lettuces, chards, kale, mustards, etc. So I'm going to go from left to right and kind of show you what I'm doing. In this first section, from here to here, I planted a mix of lettuces. Then I counted 2 more stones, and in this other wedge here, from here to here, there's 2 stones. I planted Swiss chard. This 4-hook giant. It's a very good variety, very hardy, very cold resistant, very pest resistant. Hard to beat it. Nutrition wise, the chard is one of the most nutritious plants on the planet. Here, 2 more stones, and I have red giant. This is a mustard leaf, real good on salads. It's a spicy flavor to salads. 2 more stones, and I planted, it fell, ruby red chard. Also very pretty, same as the 4-hook chard, but this one has a red stem, so it looks kind of pretty on the garden. A little bit more, and I have this is a kale, blue dwarf kale, and I left this eggplant here because it's got some flowers, and I still got 2 more months for my first freeze, so maybe I can get something out of it. And then moving on, 2 more rocks, and I planted this is mustard spinach, and then 2 more rocks here, and I planted beets, and the last part, the last wedge, I planted more lettuces, and that's it. Now for those of you who don't know it, well, first of all, here's Gary, and there's Daisy. For those of you who don't know it, the African garden was pioneered by humanitarian aid workers going to Africa, to areas where there's a lot of erosion problems. So they have torrential rains, and the rest of the year they get real dry weather. So they decided to build it up like a raised bed, and in the center they put this basket where the locals would use the gray water, and their any organic matter would go in there, kitchen scraps or leaves or whatever they had there, and it builds a compost pile in the center. And the water in the center, and then the water leaches to the rest of the garden. So it's a way to have a little compost pile and a place to water, use gray water. So that's basically the nature of the garden. This one is 8 foot across. And 8 foot across, the basket's about 2 feet wide, and that's it. I mean, I still water with a water hose because mine is kind of wide. It should be about 6 feet across, really, for optimal performance. But I just decided to make it a little bigger, just to have more planting space. And that's all there is to these little gardens. They're very productive garden. I think I'm going to get rid of all my other raised beds and just keep this one. One for time management purposes, and the other one is because this one is a very productive system. I get a lot of output of this one. This one will easily give you more than enough produce for a family of 4, easily. I mean, I end up just not using it for the most part. But until next time, folks, thanks for watching, and keep on gardening.